if you have 3, example natin is 3 shirts, then 2 pants, yan, how many ways can you wear or do how many ways you can wear your shirts together with your pants. Yan. So sabi ni principle of counting, total number of ways is equal to the product ng N1, which is ito, it's a N1 natin yan, tapos N2, product ni N1 at ni N2 up to N sub N. So sa given natin, dalawa lang, si 3, yan, tapos N2 natin is 2, yan. So number of ways we can wear our shirts or pants is 6 ways. Yan, yan lang siya kasimple. So, i-ano natin, i-present lang ng konti since hindi naman siya masyadong complicated yung unang topic. Next one is si permutation. Yan, si permutation, yan, sabi ni permutation is an arrangement of sets of n objects in a specified order. Yan, so ang kinikonsider na bilang ni permutation is yung order ng mga objects. Yan, so example, ito mag-set na lang tayo ng example. We have A, B, and C. Yan, so we ask to take the permutation of the given example. The orders that are possible orders na magagawa natin is ito, isa na yan. So isang order pa na magagawa natin is 1 CB, yan, another order. So we can also have CAB, and another order is CBA, yan. So fourth order natin yan. Isa pa is CBCA, fifth order, and the last one na magiging possible order natin is, or arrangement, is CBAC. Yan, so 6. Up to 6 yung possible order na magagawa natin dyan. Then, ayon dyan sa module, we can also use the formula na meron si module dyan. Instead na isa-isa nating ilista. So permutation daw dyan is merong formula na yan, merong n factorial all over n minus rate, number of samples taken at a time, and factorial, where n is the number of samples, total samples, total, yan, total. Then CR is kung ilang sample ang kino-consider mo, or group, or bilang dun sa sample na kino-consider mo at a time. Yan, so number of samples at a time. So from the example natin, from the equation, yan. So pag kinuha natin yung permutation ng tatlong ito, so 3 factorial, since 3 lahat yung bilang nila, 9 over 3 minus yung kung ilang bilang yung kino-consider natin sa pag-arrange. In this case, 3 yung kinuha natin na R. So ilalagay natin dyan is 3 factorial. So simplify natin. This is 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1. Yan, all over 0 factorial. And so special condition, or yung condition ni factorial is 1 factorial and 0 factorial is equal to 1. So pwede natin palitan or simplify na lang natin yung baba ng 1. Yan, so ang makukuha nating sagot dyan is ito 6 over 1. So 6 ang makukuha nating sagot dyan. Yan, si factorial. Ngayon, yan, so arrangement na siya. Number of arrangement possible taken at R at a time. Yan, punta naman tayo si Punta naman tayo kay combination. Yan, si combination naman is arrangement of a set of n objects where order does not count or does not matter. Yan. So, in short, para lang natin siyang ginugrupo. For example is ito. Itong lahat ng ito na sample natin, since isa or same lang yung member doon sa sinabing group, we can say that this is only one group. So in sa combination, this is only one combination. Hindi makapasok. Sino? Wait lang. Sino yung Sino yung hindi makapasok? Sa GC. People. Ito. Lang try ko ngayon ba? Yan, hello. So, naka-join na sila. Yan, 36 na. Yan, so, sa example natin, lahat to, although mayroon siyang considered na 6 permutation, in combination naman is considered lang siya na one combination. Since iisa lang yung pare-pares lang yung included dun sa bawat order. Then, try natin i-apply yung formula ni combination naman. Kunwari, bubuo tayo ng groups consisting of only two members. So, from the formula, ano yung formula niya? Ito, formula ni combination. Si combination daw is the number permutation ng natin given. So, permutation, ito, sulat ko na lang. Permutation all over factorial nung number of considered natin sample at a time. So, let's say compute the combination given at R, or group consists of only two. Yan, so either A, B, yan. So one group na yan, tapos another group is VC, yan, example. So, yan, i-substitute natin. Permutation is 9 factorial all over n minus r factorial, tapos all over, ito pala, r factorial. So, substitute, simplify natin, n factorial, n minus r factorial times r factorial. Yan, substitute natin yung given natin. N is 3, ABC, 3 factorial all over 3 minus yung r natin taken at 2 at the time. So, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So, sagot natin dyan. Sagot natin dyan ay 3. Yan, pwede na rin gamitin natin si calculate pala mamaya na shortcut. Sagot natin dyan, taken 2 at the time is 3. 3 combinations at a time. Yun ay si AB. Another combination is si BC and si AC. Or pwede rin magbaliktad yan. Considered lang naman na isang ano yan, combination. Yan. Yan. So, 3 combinations. Yan. Yan. Pwede naman natin gamitin si calculate dyan. Paghanap ng combination tapos si permutation na mas mabilis. So, meron dyan tayo, makikita dyan button or key na may ano dyan. Ito. May nag-join pa. Yan. NPR tapos si NCR. Ayan. Basta tanda natin si N, yung total number. Like dito sa sample is 3. Then si R, kung ilang sample ang tinitig natin at a time. Ito, C2, sa given natin. Yan. So, pag tinype natin sa calculate yan, 5, P2. Ito naman is, ay may paano naging 5? 2, 3. Tapos 3. 3C2. Yan. Magkukuha natin agad yung sagot. Mali pala. Bakit 2? Yung kanina example natin kay kay permutation is lahat sila considered. So, 3. Yung sample natin kanina. So, 3P3 is equal to 6. Yan. So, isa is 3C2. Yan, equals to 3 naman. Yan. Wala namang questions. Yan, hello?
Wala po, sir.
Yan, so forward tayo. Next, ito try na lang natin, no? Solve yung mga questionnaires dito. Apply natin si principles of counting tapos si permutation and si combination. Yan, sa activity 3, sabi niya 15 people won prizes in a lottery. So assuming that there are no ties, how many ways can these 15 people win first place, second, third, up to 5th prize? Yan. So, meron daw 5 prize. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sa yun, hanapin daw natin yung kung ilang ways na magkaroon. Itong 15 people, combination ng 15 people na manalo sa given we have 5 prizes. So sa unang prize, so ang bilang ng pwedeng manalo sa first prize is 15. Yan. So sa second prize naman, since may nanalo ng isa, so mababawasan tayo ng candidate para sa mananalo second, magiging 14 na lang. Yan, up to tuloy-tuloy siya hanggang sa marating yung 5th prize. So dito is 13 na lang, 12 and 11 na lang pwede manalo. So sabi ni principle of counting, taking the products of this 5, we will have a number of ways to win the 5 prizes is 15 times 14. Ba't naubos na to? Ito, times 13, yan, times 12 times 11. Kung kuha nating sagot dyan is, nasa si calculate ko, yan, 15 times 14 times 13 times 12 times 11, yan, si 360, 360. Yan, nasa module na. Yan, 360, 360 ways. Yan, so, next tayo sa letter B. BB. Yan, si B. Yan, si B naman, how many ways are there to select 3 candidates from 8 equally qualified recent graduates of opening in an accounting firm? So, ang pinapahanap sa atin dito is, kung maano natin, is 3 distinct, so, meaning, kahit magbaliktad sila ng, or sinong unang mapili, considered pa rin yun as a 1 and 3. So, we can consider this as combination. So, using the shortcut na lang, na meron tayong n na 8. So, ang kukunin daw natin is 3. So, taking the combination, 8, ito, formula natin is NCR. So, 8, combination at 3, taken at a time. Yan. So, ang sagot natin dyan, dali, ubos ng ano ko. It's E3. Yan. So, meron tayong 56 ways to choose sa mga 8 candidates. Yan. Yan, so continue tayo. Letter C. Punta tayo sa letter C. Letter C. Pag may questions kayo, ma-open nyo lang yung mic nyo. Yan, so, sa letter C, a teacher forms a committee whose members come from her class consisting of 18 boys and 15 girls. How many committees are formed consisting of 5 members, of which 3 members are girls and 2 members are boys? Yan. So, we have, so may given tayo na, ito, 18 boys, tapos 15 girls. Now, we are asked to select 5 members, in which 3 doon is babae and 2 doon is lalaki. Yan. So, using ito, since group yung pinag-usapan natin ito, we will use C combination. And so, we take natin first kung ilang combination ang magagawa natin sa girls. Yan. So, try natin. Input na yung shortcut. We have 15 and number of girls. Combination taken at 3 at a time. So, meron tayong value dyan na 15, C, 3. Yan. So, meron tayong value na makukuha dyan. 4, 5 ways to select 3 girls. And to select 2 boys naman, 18, C, 2. Yan. So, 153. 153. Yan. So, pinapahanap sa atin is ways na a number of ways na makabuo tayo ng 5. So, from principle of counting, the total number of ways. So, meron tayo dyang isang way. si N1, try natin N1 tapos N2. So from the masagot natin, 455 times yung number of ways na makaselect tayo ng 2 boys, which is 153. And so makukuha natin yung total of ways para makaselect tayo ng 5 members. So sagot dyan, yan is 69615, 69615. Yan. Yan, so malinaw ba? Wala namang tanong. Yan, hello. So, next tayo. Kay D. Si D naman, another sample lang siya ng principle of counting. So, bilis na lang natin siya, no? I-solve. Dito, sabi niya, si Delabella offer is of new division offers, ito, 5 designs. So, mayroon siyang 5 design. Consider natin as N1. Tapos, 3 different conditioning system. Si N2 natin. Tapos, another offer niya is garage or port. So, mayroon tayong 2 as N3. Then, another patio at si screen porch ng 2. So, getting the number of ways. So, 5 times 3 times 2 times 2. Ang kukuha natin sagot dyan is 60 ways. Yan. And so, proceed tayo sa next topic. Yung activity 5, same lang siya sa mga sinagutan natin. Kaya skip na lang natin siya. Tapos, combination. Ito, punta tayo kay probability naman. Yan, so, probability. Yan, answer the questions, how likely something is to happen. Then, it is the ratio of number of successful outcomes n all over the total possible outcomes. Yan. So, try na lang natin siya apply. Sample space. Sample space pala is all possible outcomes in a experiment. Yan. Example is, kunyari tossing a coin. Yan. Yung sample space niya is si head at si tails. Yung mga posibleng maging outcome ng experiment natin. Then, element naman, example ng element is si head only. And, yun, piece, yan, on each outcome. So, isa lang siyang sample, value nung sa sample space natin. And then, event is, yun, a subset of event. Yan, kunyari, yan, dito, try natin. Kunyari, mayroon tayong coin, dalawa, para magkaroon tayo ng subset. Ito, kunyari, mayroon tayong dalawang coin. So, pag kinus natin yan, mayroon tayong mga possible combination na mayroong head, tails, tapos tails, head, at saka, yan, tails, yan. So, considering this, itong buo na to, ito yung sample space natin. Yan, sample space. Yan. So, tapos pag si element naman is only an outcome. So, example ng element natin is si ito. Element. Then, ito rin is example of element. And tapos si naman, subset is a part of the sample space. So, we take, kunyari, we take this part. Yan. So, TH and TT. Yan. This is example of yan, subset. Yan. Yan. So, next tayo siguro. Next tayo. problem solving. Try tayo mag-solve ng problems. Ito muna, hindi ko pala na PowerPoint. Punta muna tayo dun sa additive loss of probability. Yan. Additive loss of probability. Number 1 rule or law is if A and B are any two events, then P, the probability of A union with the probability of B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus the intersection of two probabilities. So, pag natin pala, si union, ito si union. Ito, union pala, semi-union tapos si intersection. Yan, sabi niya, two events. Hindi niya nakalimutan niya sinabi na sa condition na yan sa 1 is mutually inclusive sila. Ibig sabihin, pag mutually inclusive, pwede silang mangyari ng sabay. Yan. So, example na lang tayo. Inclusive, mutually inclusive. Ito, example na lang natin is, ito, probability of A. Meron daw probability of A times B. Message. Yan, so, sabi niya, the probability of union and A and B. Yan, so, ito yung probability, yung buong probability na union ni A and B is equal, yan, so, sulat lang natin, union of B is equal daw sa probability ni A, yan, probability ni A, which is itong buong bilog, tapos minus probability probability ni B, yung another na bilog, minus yung probability ng A intersection ni B. Yan. So, itong part na to is, ito siya, kung saan sila nag-overlap. Yan. So, pag kinuha natin yung simplified probability niyan, ang magiging result na lang natin sa graphical representation niya is ganito. Yan yung ito si probability of A union with B. Yan. So, ganyan siya. And so, yan si number 1. Then, mamaya try natin ito pala. Yan, example na siya dyan. Na lang sa graph kung ay sa graphical representation kung paano siya nag-outcome sa ganyang formula. Kasi pwede niyang mapasa at the same time. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng mangyari yung probability ng dalawa at the same time. So, ganyan yung naging formula niya. Si number 1, additive law. Yan. So, pagitandaan na lang, given condition dyan is A and B is mutually inclusive. Pwede mangyari ng sabay. Ang punta tayo sa number 2. Sa number 2 naman is, sabi niya is, A and B are mutually exclusive. Ibig sabihin, si B, hindi sila pwedeng mangyaring sabay. So, example ng mutually exclusive is, if we toss a coin, yan, so meron tayong coin. If we toss a coin, hindi pwede na ang mangyaring result is sabay na heads or tails. Ibig sabihin, yung probability ni heads, tapos si tails is mutually exclusive. Yan. Yan, to get the probability of two mutually exclusive, we simply take the sum or union ng dalawa. So, try natin. Kasi simply, yan, si A, kunyari si A pa rin. Wala. Tapos si B. Yan. So, we take the combination or union ng dalawa, since wala silang overlap, we just take the sum of two probabilities. So, P, A, UV, or union. So, PA plus PB. Yan. Yan na siya simple. Pag mutually exclusive. Yan. So, next tayo siguro, i-apply na lang natin mamaya yung samples niyan. Next natin is number 3, si complement. Yan, si complement. Yan, siguro kunin yung sample ko kanina na dalawang coin para may represent si complement. Yan, so, kanina, sabi ko, mayroon tayong dalawang coin. So, ang sample space niya is heads, up to head, tail, of tail, head, up to tail. Ito yung sample space niya. Si complement, ayan, kunyari meron tayong ito, sample space natin yan. Ayan, kunyari yan. So, si complement naman, kunyari ito yung buong sample space natin. For example is ito nga, yung nasa kabila. Yan yung mga possible outcomes. Tapos, sabihin na natin si HH is the probability A. Yan yung pwedeng mangyari, si HH is probability A. So, nandito siya, something. Yan. Sabi nila is, yan. So, complement, if we take the complement of A, we simply, ito pala, pag pinag-add kasi natin yung mga probabilities palagi, ang resulting probabilities natin dyan, which is probability ng sample space, is 1. Yan. So, ito si A. To take the complement of A from logics, ito, is yung ito, nasa labas niya, na within sample space naman. Yan, ito yung mga complement ni A sa labas. Yan, sa sample natin, kung makikita sa sample natin, kung ito si A, ang complement ni A is itong tatlong possible outcomes. And to take or simply take the complement, we try to, since itong buong value niya is 1, we just try to subtract 1 to the probability of A. Ay, yun, tama. So, ang symbol na gamit kay complement is, ito may C sa taas. Hindi na makita. Yan, so, yan. Probability of A complement is equal to 1 minus the probability of A. Yan. So, dyan tayo, ito, magagamit natin yan mamaya dyan sa example. Kasi pag may pinahanap dyan yung isa, mahaba yung magiging solution. Instead na yun yung gamitin natin, gagamit tayo ng complement. Yan. Ito naman, next. Number 4 is just katulad nung number 2, pero instead na dalawa lang is several probabilities. So basta tandaan natin na kapag ang probabilities is mutually exclusive, we just take the summation ng lahat ng probabilities na yon. Yan. So example, illustration yan is nasa number 4. Yun lang siya, then take the sum. So, move on tayo sa kay conditional. Yan. So, balik na lang tayo kay yung sample ko kanina na AB. May question ba? Hello? May naka-open na mic. Yan, hello. Wala bang questions? Wala naman.
None, sir.
Yan, so tuloy tayo kay conditional. Yan, si conditional, yung sample natin kanina is A and si B. Yan si A. Ito pala, another, natandaan ko tuloy. Another, symbol na ginagamit kay complement is prime. Yan, A prime. Or C. You can use this also. So, B. Yan. So, sabi kay conditional, P. The probability of A given that probability of B happen, ito yung gamit na symbol ni conditional, C slash. Yan, so is equal to, yan, so from the solution, ay example natin, ano daw yung probability ni A given na nangyari na si B. So we take the probability of A, focus tayo kay B. And so ito si B, yung entire B. So ito si buong B natin. Ngayon, ano daw yung probability ni A given na nangyari si B? So ang probability ni A given na nangyari si B is only this part. Yan. So to get the probability of this with respect to B, we just take the, yan. So ano to? Ito yung intersection ng A at B. So dyan tayo nag-come up na intersection ni A at C, B, and all over with respect to probability ni, ayan, B. Yan. So yan si conditional. Yan, ganun lang yung illustration ni conditional. Okay. So, next natin, siguro mag-set tayo ng examples. Multiplication of zero ng conditional. Maba. Ito, si independent events naman. Ito, two independent events, A and B, are independent if and only. Yan, yung probability ni A. Yan. So, example ni, probability ni A. Yan. So, ito yung sample ng, conditional when A and B is mutually inclusive. Inclusive siya kasi pwedeng mangyari at the same time C, A and B, dito na part. Yan. So, sa independent events naman, ito si A, and pag independent, sabihin hindi sila affected ng affected sa isa't isa. So wala silang pakialam sa isa't isa. Yan. Yan. So the probability. So if we take the probability of A, given that probability of B happen, is simply the probability of A. Since si probability of B, hindi, wala naman paki kay probability of A. Yan. So, ganyan lang siya. Same way, pag kay B naman, probability of B, that will, probability of B, given that probability of A happen is only equal to probability of B. Yan. Yan. So, punta tayo na activity 3 para sa solving. Yan, application ng mga probabilities niyan. Yan. So, yan. So, tayo kay number 2, letter A. Yan. Activity 3. So, yan, sabi niya is, 2 cards are drawn at random from a ordinary 52 cards. Find the probability that both are spades and one is a spade and one is heart. So, consider muna natin yung una. The 2 spades. Yan, 2 spades. 2 spades tayo. So, ito. So, ang probability na makuha natin si spade sa unang draw is, since meron tayong 13 spades, tapos all over, number of total cards is 52. Yan. Then, isa pa is, ito si first draw. Yan. And second draw naman, since napakuha na tayong isa na spades, meron tayong remaining 12 na spades all over 51, since nabawasan na rin ng isa yung buong deck. So this is second draw. Yan. So, to get the probability na makakuha ng 2 spades, we simply multiply the two probabilities. Yan. So 13 all over 52 times 12 all over 51. And so we can get the probability of getting 2 spades. And 13 times 12 divided by 2 times 51. Sagot natin is yan, 1 over 17. Yan. And so, okay na tayo dyan. Next naman natin consider is 1 spade and 1 heart. Yan, so 1 spade, 1 heart. Now, the probability of sa first draw is getting spade is 13 over 52 times the probability of getting heart in the second draw is 13, since 13 pa rin bilang ni heart, all over 51. So we take the product. 13 times 13 divided by 50 times 51. So, meron tayong 13 all over 204. Yan. Sa paper sa problem, hindi ni-specify kung dapat ba natin makuha si spade sa first draw and sa second draw is si heart. So, meron pang possible possible scenario kung saan makukuha naman natin si heart na una, and next draw natin is si spade naman. So we take also the probability of this scenario. So at first draw, heart na makukuha natin, and 13 all over 52 times si spade makukuha natin, 13 all over 51. And so it's equal to 13.204 again. So kanina, and sabi ko ata kanina na kapag or, may sometimes na ma-encounter kayo na or, then an, na word. To take the total probability, ito, take the addition, then sa kay an is multiplication naman. In this case, either ito ang mangyayari or ito ang mangyayari. So, or, ang natin dyan, to get the total probability, simply we get the sum of two probabilities. And so we take the sum ng dalawa. Ito ko lang yung result. So ang sagot natin dyan.
Sir, excuse me po.
Yes.
May tanong po ako sa test 1. Hindi po ba siya 1 over 17 po?
Number 1.
13 over 52 tapos 12 over 51 po. Hindi po sana 13.
Hindi. Ino to. Sa ano na to? Number 2 na siya. Yung double I. Yung kanina, yung single I is nasagutan na natin na erase ko na.
Ay, sorry sir.
Yan. So, this is sa second condition na. So, sa second condition is, sabi niya, 1 spade tapos 1 heart. Pero hindi ni-specify sa problem kung sino yung unang mabubunot. So, we have two probabilities kung saan una si spade na mabubunot, then pangalawa si heart. Then, sa pangalawang condition, si naunang mabunot si heart, then second si spade. Yan. So, So to get the total probability of getting one spade and one heart, or getting one heart and one spade, so or yung ginamit natin na ano dyan, or yan, or we use the sum or addition. So to get the total probability, yan, sagot natin is 0.1274 or 5. So sagot natin is yung tama. Yan. So next tayo, punta tayo kay letter B. Yan. So letter B. Yan, si letter B daw, sabi niya, 3 light bulbs are chosen at random from the box. So contain box containing 15 bulbs. So total ng bulbs natin is 15. So sa 15 na yan, of which daw is 5 defective. Yan. So total natin is 15, 5 defective. So find the probability. Una, probability daw na walang defective. So sa tatlong draw natin, ano daw probability na wala tayong mabubunot na sira. And so complete muna natin yung una, 0. So sa first draw, and first draw is only first draw. So ito, mayroon tayong 10 na not defective na pwedeng makuha all over ng total times yan. Since nabuo natin yung isa na not defective, 9 na lang matitira sa 14 remaining bulbs. So yung isa pa is 8 over 13. Yan. So ito yung probability na wala tayong mabubunot na defective. 10, 15, 14, 8, 13. And so, sagot dyan is 2.2637. Yan. So, mapapansin nyo din, kanina, unlike nung kanina na mayroong specific order kay spades o hearts, ito is hindi na natin gagawin dito since same naman sila na pare-paras naman sila na not defective. So kahit na sinong magkabalik-baliktad yung order, same pa rin yun na order or combination ng not defective. Next tayo kay second problem. Exactly one is defective. Yan. So yan, sinabi niya na isa yung defective sa tatlo, pero hindi niya rin sinabi kung yung isa na yon is makukuha sa first draw or sa second draw or sa third draw. Yan, so complete natin yung tatlong scenario na yon kung saan mag-draw natin yung defective sa first draw, second draw, and third draw. And so delete muna to. So maano niya rin ang natin dyan is or first draw yung defective or second draw yung defective or third draw yung defective. So, mamaya para makuha yung total probabilities, i-add natin yung tatlong yan. So, first draw is defective. Ito, defective. And so, the probability na first draw is defective is, ito, meron tayong 5 defective all over 15 total times, yan, not defective yung susunod. So, 10 all over 14. Is remaining total. Tapos, susunod is 9 all over 13. Yan, 13 na lang natira sa third draw. So, ito. So, kukuha natin dyan. 5 over 15 times 10 divided by 14 times 14 divided by 9 divided by 13. So, sagot natin dyan. I-fraction ko na lang siguro. 15 all over 91. Yan. So, yan yung probability na sa first draw yung defective. Ngayon, mayroon din scenario na pwedeng sa second draw natin makuha yung defective. So, get natin yung probability din yan. Almost same lang din man yung makukuha natin dyan. Although, consider naman natin siyang isa ding outcome na pwedeng mangyari. So, first draw is not defective. So, 10 all over 15 times 5. Dito makakabunot daw tayo dito ng defective all over 14. Then, next is not defective, which is 9 all over 13. Yan. So, answer din natin dyan is 15 over 91. Yan. So, next din is sa third draw, mangyayari yung ano natin, pagbunot sa defective. Yan. So, first draw is not defective, 10 over 15 times. Second draw is not defective also, so 14 multiply by, dito tayo makakabunot doon ng defective by 13. So, sagot din dyan is 15.91. And to get the total probability of getting one defective sa 3 draws, so, times 3 na lang natin yung sagot. Yan, meron tayong 45 over 91 or sa decimal point na lang natin since naka-decimal point yung sagot. 4945. Yan. So, yan. Pag may dalawang outcome kasi tayo na, na included sa problem, tinitake natin yung order nun. Especially pag importante yung order, consider yung order. Unlike dun sa una, since easy lang naman yung gusto natin mabunot, si not defective, so nineglect na natin si order. Kasi kahit anong mangyaring order nun, pare-pares lang yung outcome niya na not defective, tapos not defective. Yan. So, next tayo sa 3. Yan. Si 3 naman, 3, at least, sabi niya at least 1. So, at least 1. So, baka na-imagine nyo na kung gaano kahaba yung maging solution niya kung inisa-isa natin yan. May at least 1. So, sa 3, sabi niya is at least 1. So, 1 defective sa 3 is, yan, so may 3 is 1 defective. 1 defective dyan. So, yung solution nito is ganun sa ginawa natin sa previous. Tapos, isang maging possible dyan is dalawa yung defective. Gagawin din yung solution natin sa previous. And the last one is kung lahat ay defective. Yan. So, instead na kunin natin isa-isa, compute natin probability nito, we know gamitin na lang natin yung rule ni complement. So, the complement, since yung probability of complement A, sabi niya, equal to 1 minus probability of A. Yan. Ito, consider natin na probability of complement is C. Itong scenario na to. Yung mga to. Yan si A. Ang consider naman natin na probability of A is, since ano sabi niya, at least 1, yung defective, ang magiging probability natin is no defective. Sa draw natin, walang kahit ano o isa, dalawa na defective. So, get natin si probability A where no defective na mabubunot. So, sa ano natin, dito sa sinolve natin is, nasolve na natin siya kanina nung sa part 1. So, pwede na lang natin siyang gamitin. Substitute na lang natin siya. 1 minus, yung nasolve natin kanina sa problem 1 na 0.2637. And we can get the probability nung number 3. And the probability nun is 0. Ito. So, na natin yun na dyan sa sagot. 0.7363. Yan. Yan sa probability ni getting at least 1 defective. Yan. So, next tayo siguro. Number 5, same lang siya. Even number appears in a single class. Number 5, activity, same lang sa nauna natin. So, skip na lang siguro natin siya. Punta tayo kay sampling method. Ang sampling methods, i-ano ko naman para sa sampling method sa inyo. I-basahin nyo na lang siguro sa mga different types of sampling method. Ito. Instead, ito na lang tayo kay Solving's formula. Meron tayong formula dyan. Sabi niya is, ni Solving, the sample size na pwede nating gamitin para sa isang study is can be determined using the Solving's formula. So, for example, ito, important note, isulat ko lang si Solving's formula dito. N is equal to big letter N plus 1 plus N T square. So, break tayo dito sa whiteboard. Yan. So, meron tayong N din. Note natin, palagi si N is only number of samples. Then si N is the total population. Yan. So, yan. For example is, magkakonduct kayo ng study. Then sa studies na yon na consider nyo, for example, is isang barangay, yung population doon is, yan, kunyari, meron tayong population doon na 1,000. Ayan. Tapos si I pala, I is margin of error. Or kung gaano nyo gusto yung magiging outcome na pagka-precise yung outcome nyo ng study. Margin error or tolerance error. Yan. So, sa study nyo, kayo naman mag-assume ng inyan kung anong error yung acceptable para sa study nyo. Kunyari, sa study nyo is gusto nyo na magkaroon lang na dito na lang. So, magkaroon lang kayo ng E is equal to siguro 2% error lang. Acceptable error para sa inyo. Yan, pwede nyo gamitin yung pag-substitute sa formula. Now, to determine daw kung ilang samples yung kakailanganin sa survey o study na i-conduct nyo, having only a 2% error, gagamitin natin si Solving's para pagkuha ng number ng samples. So, substitute natin. Example is 10. Yan. So, N, number of total population natin sa example is 1,000. Yan, 1,000. All over 1 plus 1,000. E, substitute ko na si E, 0.02 square. Yan, so, may makukompute kayo dyan na number of samples na gagamitin nyo lang para sa study. Ito mo nag-video ulit. Yan, so, ang sagot dyan is 1,000 plus 1,000.02. Yan, sagot natin dyan is 714.29 or simply, kasi wala naman 0.29 na tao, 715. Yan, samples. Then, kung gusto nyo babaan yung error na pwedeng mangyari sa study nyo. Kunyari, I say 1% lang yung gusto nyo maging error. So, ito, 1 din. Ang tendency is tataas yung kailangan mong sample para mas maging accurate yung result ng magiging study. So, ang magiging answer dyan is 909. 9.0.1 or simply 910 samples or people. Yan, so yan si Solving's. Then next tayo. Yan. Yan. So, yung sa mga sampling methods, paano na lang, siguro pabasa na lang siguro dyan sa modules. Iba't ibang klase ng sampling method yan. So, punta na lang tayo kay ito, descriptive statistics for samples. Descriptive statistics, yan, the term given to analyze the data that helps describe, show, or summarize the data in a meaningful way. Yan. So, it's a way to summarize the data we collected. So, number one type of pagsa-summarize ng data is the measure of central tendency. Yan, central tendency. Then, number two is the measure of variability. Yan, under sa measure of central tendency, nandiyan si mean, median, and si mode. Yan, si mean. Wait lang. Tulit ko ito ay. Yan, si mean. Si mean daw is the sum of all values divided by the number of samples. Yan, so mag-cite na lang tayo ng sample. Ito, mayroon naman sa, meron naman tayo dyan sa, natin, module. So, paano na lang, pa-follow na lang siguro dyan si mode. Si mean is, yan, i-add na lang natin yung mga nakuha nating, samples, divided by kung ilan yung samples na nakuha natin. So, basically, si mean is average siya. Yan, average of the whole sample. Yan. So, median naman, median natin is the middle term. Middle sample. Ito, tignan lang natin. Magano na lang ako ng sample siguro. Sarili samples dito. Kunyari, meron tayong 90, 87, 60, 70, 85. Yan. We asked 5 people of students kung ano yung grade nila, kunyari sa ECE 069. Yan. So, meron tayong N na 5 students. Now, we ask to take the median. Yung median natin is, yan, mean muna natin. Unahin natin si mean. Yan, si mean. So, we take the sum of all samples. 90 plus 87, 60 plus 70 plus 85 all over. The number of samples is 5. So, we can take the mean. 90 plus 87 plus 60 plus 70 plus 85 divided by 5. So, mean natin dyan is 78.4. Yan. So, 78.4 now. Next natin hanapin is si median, or denote na lang natin na M siguro. Median. Yan. To get the median, we must first arrange the samples from lowest to highest or highest from lowest. Yan. So, arrange muna natin yung sample natin. Yan. So, siguro start tayo sa lowest. 60, 70, then 85, 87, then that's 90. And to get the median, we simply take the middle term or middle result. From this, since lilima lang sila, ito, yung nasa gitna. So, ito si median ng ating sample. Pero kung madami yung yung sample na nandyan, we can use the formula para kay median na n plus 1 all over 2. Yan. Then, isa pa na pwedeng mangyari is, yan, so pwede nating compute muna to. So, ilan, yan, n? 5 plus 1 all over 2. So, pang third, pang third term si median. So from the 1, 2, 3, ito si median 85. Then what if pag pag ang samples natin is hindi naman siya divisible, hindi siya odd number. So let's say may isa pang sample dito na 91 siguro yung grade. Yan. So 6 na yung natin. Add natin dyan is 6 na. So using the median formula, so 6 plus 2, 6 plus 1 over 2 is 7 is 3.5. So pang 3.5 term daw si median. So to get that the median, simply si 3.5 is nasa gitna siya ni third term tapos si fourth term. To get the median of this sample, and we take the average of the third and the fourth term. So to take the average, meron tayong 87 plus si 85 over 2. Yan. And makuha natin dyan is yung median ng Fn is 6 or even. So 87 plus 85 divided by 2. Yan. So ang median natin is 86. Yan. Yan si mode naman is kung ano yung sample na may pinakamadaming frequency or pinakamataas na frequency na nangyari. So sa sample natin dito, wala tayong mode. So we can denote this na itong sample natin na non-modal or no modes, no mode. Since wala siyang walang sample na frequently na lumabas. Pero pag kunyari nagkaroon tayo ng ito, instead na 87 is 85. And so magiging mode natin dyan is 85. Yan. Siya yung pinakamadaming o pinakamadalas o pinakamadaming frequencies dun sa sample natin. Na ngayon, mayroong may nasabit ng unimodal. Yan, si unimodal. Tapos si bimodal at meron namang multimodal. Yan, nangyayari lang to. Kunyari kung example dito is ito is 70 rin. Yan, so meron tayong dalawa na 85 and may dalawa din tayong 70. So yung sample na to is an example of bimodal, which is yung dalawa yung modes ng sample. Yung multimodal naman is nangyayari kapag meron tayong modes na more than 2. So example is 3, 4, tapos 5. Yan. Basta ang condition dyan dapat same yung value, number ng frequencies nila. Kasi kapag may sobra ng isa dyan, kunyari ito, instead na 90, siguro gawin na natin 85 yan. Yan. So, na mas sobra na yung bilang ni 85 kaysa kay 70, ang magiging mode na natin dyan is hindi na bimodal. Unimodal na lang siya, which is, ang mode na lang is si 85, since siya may pinakamadami na, or pinakamataas na frequency na nangyari doon sa sample natin. Yan. So, yan si mean, mode, and median. Then, punta naman tayo siguro doon kay variability, measures of variability, na si range. Ito, range. Yan, si range, variance, tapos si standard deviation. Yan, so gamitin ulit natin yung example natin para dyan na si 90, 85, 87, 70, at si 60. Yan, so 5 examples. Yan, so puntan natin muna si range. Yan, so si range daw, from the definition ng range doon, difference between the highest value and the lowest value. Yan, so sa sample natin, ang pinakamataas na value is si 90, and pinakamababa naman is si 60. So to get the range, simply subtract the highest value, which is 90, minus the lowest value, 90 minus 60. So, the range natin is 30. Yan. Yan. So, next natin is si ano naman, variance. Yan, si variance, meron siyang symbol na ganito. Sigma square. Yan, sigma square si variance. Variance. Yan, si variance daw, from the definition ni variance, measures how far a set of number is spread out. So, si variance, meron tayong ano, ito pala, hindi sinabi ni, ano dyan, ni module na magkaiba yung ano, variance ni sample tapos ni whole population. Ito, balik tayo dito. Kanina, sinabi ko na pag n, small n, is denote natin yan ang number of samples. And y, big N, is the total population. Yan. Ngayon, meron tayong two types ng variance. Variance ni total population, tapos variance ni sample. Yan, so ang formula sa module, ang binigay na formula ni module is si sample variance. Yan, si sample variance. So, nandyan sa module is, yan, so, summation daw ng x, every value of x, sa sample natin is yung mga ito, minus yung mean, square, all over, n minus 1, where n is the number of samples. Ito naka-square pala yan. Itong variance na to is tinatawag natin sample. Yan, variance. Yan, sample of variance. Yan. So, yung isang kind of variance naman natin is yung variance ni population. So, yung isang formula natin kay variance, ito, same, halos same lang naman. Summation siya ni x minus x mean square all over the total population. Yan, ito yung variance ni population or the whole population. Ito naman is si sample variance. Yan. Sa example natin, ito, since sample lang siya, ito yung gagamitin natin. Pero, if sabi dyan is, kunwari, meron, the total population of the students, nung kinuha na natin ng sample is 20, yan. Kunin natin yung mamaya, yung ano yan. Hindi pala natin makuha kasi, wala tayong values ng natitirang 15 na x. So, ito, note na lang natin si two formula ni variance. So, yung sample natin is naka-sample variance, is just a sample. So, ito na lang siguro solve muna natin si sample variance. Yan. So, try nating solve si variance ng sample natin. Yan. So, panood si formula ni ito si formula ni variance ni population, whole population. Yan. So, malinaw ba? Wala namang questions?
Okay lang, sir.
Yan. So, and tanggalin ko na to si variance. Yan, from the formula natin sa taas, kunin natin yung variance ng sample natin. So, variance is sigma square, summation ng difference ng bawat sample sa mean. So, ang mean natin kanina, nawala yung mean natin. Mean yan, 90 plus 85 plus 87 plus 790 plus divided by 5. Ang mean natin kanina is 700. Ang mean yan is 7844. Yan. So, 90. So, no, hindi na sulat. 9078.4. Yan, subtract. Square. Yan, square natin yan kasi summation ng square daw. Plus 85 minus 78.4 square. Yan, up to ano natin, up to hanggang si 60. And 60 minus 78.4 square. Yan, all over, value ni n is 5 minus 1. So, makukuha natin yung sample variance na tinatawag. So, input ko lang 90 minus 78.4 square plus 85 minus 78.4 square plus 87 minus 78.4 square plus 70 plus 78.4 square plus 50 minus 78.4 square divided by 4. And nakuha natin value dyan is nakuha natin value ito, nakuha natin value dyan is 165.3. Yan. Okay. Ayun natin mga marker ko. And to next natin discuss is si standard deviation. Na si standard deviation, madali lang si standard deviation, is just simply the square root daw ng variance. So, pag memorize natin yung formula ng variance, automatic, makuha na rin natin si standard deviation. So, sa sample natin, is kunin lang natin daw yung square root ni standard deviation. So, ang magiging, variance. So, makukuha natin standard deviation dyan is square root of 110. Yeah, so, standard deviation is 12.86. That's the standard deviation. Yan, importante dyan sa variance is yung kung kailan mo gagamitin sample. Pag sample yung given, sample variance ang gagamitin natin. Pero kung whole population, yung kinonsider niya as a study, ang gagamiting sample ang gagamiting variance is yung big letter L. Variance ni whole population. Ayan, so may variance, meron pa ba? Ayan, so wala na pa dito. Ayan. Yan, so actually yung pagkuha ng mga yan, mean, median, mode, tapos variance, standard deviation, pwede natin makuha yan through calculator. If kung na-introduce na sa inyo yung function ni calculator dyan na statistics, nasa mode, siya, mode 3. Yan, kung makaano. Try nating solve yung pag-ito ko lang yun sa calculator siguro. Si mode 3, solve natin sa letter B. Letter B, module, page to? Si letter B, yung may data na 493 tapos 64. Yan, kasi pag madami na yung sample data, nahirapan na tayo sa pag-solve. So, gamitin na lang natin si Calcu. Yan sa B, meron dyan daw 4, 9, 3, then si 6 and 4. Yan. So, using the calculator, yan, si calculator, press nyo si mode, yan, mode tapos 1. Yan, so may lalabas dyan na ganyan. Tama, wait lang, ayaw sumulat. Ayaw na rin sumulat. Yan, tapos ito daw si x. Yan, tapos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tuloy-tuloy. Yan, so input natin isa-isa yung data dyan. Una, 4. Yan, kahit hindi siya naka-arrange, lagyan na lang natin 4, 9, 3, 6, at si 4. Yan. May ano kayo dyan? Hawak nyo calculator nyo? Na ano nyo? Para ma-try nyo din. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sumusunod kami, sir.
Yan. So, input natin muna yan. Mode 3, 1. So, 4 equal, tapos 9 equals 3 equals 6 and 4. Yan. So, after natin input yan, press natin si yan, si AC. Yan. So, babalik tayo dun sa yan, sa 0. Ito. Sa pinakano natin, hindi makita. Sige. So, pero mapapansin natin dyan sa task, bandang task, mayroon dyan stat. Ibig sabihin, naka-statistic tayo, mode. So, after nyan, mayroon tayo dyan sa 1, may tayo dyan na stat. Press natin shift stat, shift 1. Shift 1. Shift 1. Ano ba makukompute natin dito? Si variance lang. Yan, so, yan. Available si variance dyan, number 4. Yan, so, sa variance na yan, number 4, so, naman yan sa 4. Shift 1, 4. Nakasunod. May lalabas dyan na 4 na choices. Yan. So, unang choice natin dyan is si N. Si N is, alam namin is yung number of samples. Yan. So, try natin input si N. Yan. So, lalabas dyan is 5. Since 5 lang yung sample natin. So, try natin ulit na shift 1, 4. Yan. So, try naman natin si 2. Which is 2. Siya yung median. Yan. So, 5.2 ang lalabas na median dyan. Then, shift 1, 4 ulit. Si 3. Yan sinasabi ko na variance, or makukuha nating sagot dyan is hindi naka-variance since hindi siya naka-square. Yan nang makukuha natin is si standard deviation. Ngayon, may dalawa dyan, yung sigma x tapos si sx. Si sigma x, gagamitin natin kapag population, yung given. Kaya nung sabi ko sa inyo kanina. Tapos si s na sample is gagamitin natin pag sample yung given. So, try natin si 4. Yan. So, makukuha natin, standard deviation, or simply S, nilagay niya dyan, is equal to 2.39. Yan. So, nagkuha na natin si median. Si mean naman, di natin makukuha sa siguro manually input si mean. Yan. So, ang mabilis natin makukuha dyan ay si standard deviation, si mean, si mean. Yan. Kung pinapahanap naman si variance, simply, square lang natin si standard deviation. Kasi alam natin na si variance is square lang siya ni standard deviation. Masatandaan nyo palagi, pag sample yung given, sample variance yung gagamitin. Kasi pag ginamit natin si 3 dyan, iba yung lalabas na sagot. Yan, 2.13 something. 2.13 or 14. Yan. Itong naman na to, variance is kapag whole population yung given. Pero since sample natin is sample lang siya. So, ang gagamiting variance is sample variance. Yan. So, doon lang si calculate. Yan. May mga questions ba? Kasi yun na yung last ng discussion natin for yung si module 4, siguro since lang siya more on definition of terms, ibasahin niyo na lang siya.
Kailan na exam, sir?
Exam?
Opo.
Alam ko sa schedule is sa 5th week. So, bale, ba 5th week, since ito yung second week lang natin. So, yan, may 2 weeks pa kayo. May 2 weeks pa before exam. Ano yung week? Wait lang. So, 1, 2, so bali, mga March, siya? March 3rd week papasok yung exam. Magkaroon exam na. May quiz pa tayo bago exam. Yan, so, yun na lang. Ganun lang si mode me dyan. Tapos si variance, standard deviation. Try nyo na lang, mag-practice dyan sa, may mga, pa naman ata tayo dyan na hindi nasagutan. Tandaan nyo din yung formula niya, Although, alam nyo na yung sa calculate, tandaan nyo pa rin yung formula niya, ni variance. Kasi, minsan, ang pinapahanap is hindi yung yung mga nasa calculate. Yan, so, gandan lang siguro. So, yan. End ko na lang itong recording.